Hey guys, it's Ben the Coin Geek at Old Pueblo Coin, and today I have for you an unboxing video for coins that I'm not madly in love with, but pretty close. Some of you guys ask sometimes about coins that I would keep for myself, and this is going to seem strange to you because there's a lot of coins in here that are a little bit unusual, and that's kind of why I like them, right? Like here's a coin that you would never see. Right, this is from Mongolia, 1925, and it's just a pretty coin. Now you can see, even if you're not familiar with this type of coin or what it is, the coin itself is really lustrous, nice bright white, but there's a little bit of some scuffiness to the fields, and we're going to get to a nice AU58 coin grade on this coin. Really cool coin, probably in the $450 to $500 range in this condition. And just kind of cool, big silver crown, kind of an in-between size silver crown, by the way. If you look at the size of that to the holder, it's in between the size of a US dollar and a US half dollar, so it's kind of an interesting coin. Next up, of course, I know a lot of guys who don't collect foreign coins, pardon me, world coins, non-US coins, domestically challenged coins. I don't know what I'm supposed to say anymore, guys. So this coin here, though, is a 1 yen from 1903. So the silver dollar from Japan, basically. And how cool is this? So it had the same kind of concept as the trade dollar, where you've got that 416, I believe, is the grain values, grains of silver. 1 yen, 900 fine, and there's the dragon on it. You know, and I'm trying really hard not to get into any Disney voices when I see the dragon there. But this one's really cool, MS63. Also a coin that's going to be in that under 1,000, but you know, $500, $600, $700, $800 range. Interesting coin, real pretty. The obverse, the dragon side, is much more attractive, I think. There's a little bit of toning here on the back side. You know, and you have a little bit of scuffiness to the field that's going to stop it probably from being a higher grade. But the obverse of the coin, the dragon side here, looks really fantastic. All right, more coins that I really love. So we're going here with a Carlos IV piece and 1798, and really a nice looking coin. You have luster back in there. Let's take a closer look at this really pretty incredible design that these coins have, with the shield, and you got the lions and the castles, and then this is the mint mark, the MO. That's my MO right there, Mexico City Mint, 8 real. So really one of my favorite designs always. This coin has a ton of luster left to it, and it's really funny because for whatever reason I looked up the pop report on this, and it's like 6 in this grade with 1 graded higher. But you know, that part of that's because some of these coins don't get graded that often, and so this is also another coin that's in that $500 ballpark. It's an interesting coin because, you know, even though I was just joking about the pop report being low, and it doesn't mean that there aren't a lot of these out there, at the same time you look at it and I'm like, man, that's a nice coin. I don't know if I want to sell it for $500. You know, that's just my gut talking here. Next up, we have one more Mexican coin. This is also from the Mexico City Mint. A lot of writing on these 8 reals, right? So there's the 8R for the 8 real, the Mexico City Mint. This is cool. This is actually an overdate. It says 1874. It's actually over 1869. So there's actually 2 letters that are hidden under there. You can really see, if you look off to the right of the 7, you can see the section of the 6 coming down. And then behind that 4, the 9 is really cool because you can really see the top loop of that 9. And so really neat coin all around. I always like the sunburst on these coins here. Very lustrous, and of course the snake, the headless snake. You're talking about strike problems. You know, the snake's face is completely gone in there. No eyeball, no nothing. And just a lovely coin. PCGS called this coin MS63. And this guy here, a little bit harder to really get, I think, the value on. just because you know, the overdate. I don't think I had a good reference for this one. You know, it's in this market, it's going to be at least a few $100s because common dates go for that. And so it's kind of hard sometimes to know on these because I don't know. You know, it's kind of hard to find, you know, someone who's going to collect these by date and type variety. They'd be the one to talk to about that. Well, here's a coin that's really come up in the world. You want to talk about coins coming up. A lot of these coins are coins that have come up in the world, have come up to be a lot more valuable than they used to be, you know, 10, 20 years ago. And one of the reasons why I kind of mentioned to people, hey, they ask me, well, I want to collect coins, but I want to make money doing it. I'm like, cool. All right, well, go find some cool world coins that you really like that are hard to find and buy them. And people always kind of like, well, that's not really the advice I wanted, so I'm going to go buy Bitcoin instead. You know, so this is a Chinese MS-64. This is from 1934. And then this is, you know, junk. Yunk, I don't know how to pronounce it. J-U-N-K, right? The ship's called a junk. Real pretty coin, very, very popular. This is like a $1,200 to $1,400 coin in the grade that it's in. It's really pretty expensive now compared to what it used to be. And there's going to be a couple like that. I mean, the same thing here, where these ones are a little bit harder to locate. This Cuban piece, that Cuban girl, she brought me low. None of you are going to get that reference. None of you. I'll be amazed if somebody gets that reference. Republica de Cuba. Some of my favorite coins, these Cuban coins from the early 1900s. There is a really cool shield, you know, with the sunray design and the key on it. Real pretty laurel design here, un peso. And just pretty cool, Patria y Libertad. So, you know, it's really a neat piece. It's got the gram weight on there, the purity on there. They call this an MS62. PCGS pop is 9, known in MS62, and 9 graded higher. This one also a little bit harder to find a price point on. You know, my gut's telling me it's 700 to something, 700 to 1,000. I don't know. I'll do some more research, but it's hard because some of these coins, they just don't trade very frequently. Speaking of not trading very frequently, well, okay, so I lied. This one, these trade a lot more frequently actually than those Cuban pieces do. Also amongst my all-time favorites, the young Alfonso the 13th of the Philippines. Such a cool looking piece here. Amongst also a lot of people I know collect coins like these who, you know, they collect US coins, but then they'll collect things from the Philippines. And really, this one has a pretty nice strike to it all around. I'm looking at the detail on the shield here. Look at the liveliness of that ribbon, right? And then the rest of the field, these fields are very subdued. They're toned over. Like you get the light at the right angle, and you start to see, you know, that there is life under there. There is luster under there, but it's just a very dark coin, so that's not going to be for everyone. Also, lots of detail up in the hair. You know, it's really neat coin. 1897. And PCGS called this an MS61. That's another coin that's going to be north of $1,000 because this coin is a very, very popular coin. It just, those Filipino pesos, very cool. Next, I'm going to show you some coins that are, I don't know that they're popular, but my goodness, I had to send this coin in because I just thought it was absolutely stunning. And you know, I don't know the last time when you had a coin that was 7.5. That's the denomination, 7.5 reals, and the government of Ajman. And so it's really cool. This series actually, they have a different. There's a series of coins that are the 7.5, and they have a different design on the obverse. Of course, for those of you who aren't, that says 1970. So, but what I was getting at is they've got different reverses here that have different animals on the back, and I find it really a neat series. Neat series. So this is an MS67. I find it to be just a fun coin. So Let me see if I got the right coin here. This one, I think I've seen examples of selling. I'm going to get the wrong coin here. Nope, I didn't find a good example of price points on this coin. Population of 7 with 3 finer, but you know, that one I got to do a little research. That might be a $300 type coin. Last but not least, okay, so I was talking when I started talking here and showing coins that there are coins here that I would keep. Now, out of all the coins here, you're talking about the super popular Filipino coin. You're talking about the incredible Cuban coin and the 1798 from Mexico and all these coins. This one I would keep out of all of them. And I know what you're thinking. In Yemen, I would keep that coin. So it reminds me actually very, very much so of a coin I used to own from Morocco. And I don't know, maybe it's just because I watched Indiana Jones as a kid, that there's a certain type of lure, something. Someone can teach me English one of these days, but a wonder that I have for coins like this from the 1920s from the Middle East. And I can see visually that the big 1299 date and the big star in the center of that Moroccan piece that I used to own, 20 years ago. That just one of those random coins that you end up getting rid of, that you're just like, why? This coin is artistically and visually compelling, but also it's a combination of that along with the fact that it has such nice eye appeal and luster, and it just has a certain boldness to it that you don't see in a lot of coins. So this is MS67. So this coin, there's 15 in MS67, there's 1 in MS68, and I just don't know if I can sell it or not. It is probably a $700 type coin, and it's just super lovely. And, I guess it's not wrong for me to keep a couple things, right? Besides all the crap on the walls here. But, all right, guys, leave your comments down below. Thanks so much for watching. I've been the Coin Geek. You can subscribe by clicking on the owl button in the corner and watch more videos on the right side of the screen. Thanks.